What is going on, guys? This is Gene Jensen, and this is a Tackle Tuesday, and today I want to show you my favorite baits that I have for post-spawn bass. All right, so before we get started, let me talk about Tackle Tuesday. What Tackle Tuesday is I try to make a video every Tuesday that's all about tackle, be it rods, reels, equipment, tools, storage options, things like that, where I just focus strictly on tackle and I show them to you guys. And today's video is about what to throw in your tackle box during the post spawn, right after the bass move off bed, till about 3 or 4 or 5 weeks after that. What am I going to be throwing the most during that period of time? And I picked 10 different baits, so bear with me. First of all, before we get started, all the links to all of this stuff is going to be down in the description. It's going to be my affiliate link to Tackle Warehouse, so you guys can go purchase that, and I get a little bit of a kickback. But anyway, I get a portion of the sale, basically what it is. But the first one that I want to talk about, my phone just shut down on me, is probably the one I'm going to have tied on and throw very first thing in the morning, and that's a popper. And that's this thing right here. Let me get my focus ready. There we go. This is a Strike King popper. Any popper will do. It's got a little concave opening. You throw it on a medium fast, medium moderate action rod. Make sure your treble hooks are nice and sharp. I love the Strike Kings because they have the feather trailers. But this son of a gun right here, thrown around seawalls and docks and anywhere close to the bank, is going to be really, really good. Monofilament line or braided line. I like mono because braid will get wrapped around those treble hooks if the bait tumbles in the air while you're casting it. So throw it up there, pop it around. I've got a really good video about post spawn. I'm going to post it up here so you guys can go watch it. But a popper is critical. I've caught a ton of bass during that period of time, and plus Topwater is so much fun. All right, so the next one is going to be, it's going to be a Fluke. Now this one, these are KVD, perfect plastic. These are caffeine shads, but same sort of deal. Just a little soft jerk bait is what it is, and I like the caffeine shad because it sinks really well, and you make a lot. You can have it has a ton of action, but a Zoom Fluke will work as well. But these caffeine shads are, I like them, but the thing I don't like about them is they're a lot like Senkos. They only last 1 or 2 fish, but jerk them around the banks, man, they absolutely tear them up. Same thing, medium fast action spinning rod or a bait caster. Throw about a 4/0 hook in them, a 4/0 EWG extra wide gap hook, and throw them weightless and just jerk them around the shallows, and they'll work just fine. If I have any videos for any of these baits on how to use them, you're going to see them up here. There's a little eye with a circle. That's a card. Just click on that. You'll find the video. You'll be able to go watch it. All right, so the next one, I looked everywhere for my spinnerbait box, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So what I've got here is I've opened up to the spinnerbaits I use and the ones I always recommend. And these are the Greenfish Tackle high-class blade spinnerbaits. Now, the thing I love about these things are just the quality of craftsmanship. I know the guys over at Greenfish, known them for years, even before they made Greenfish Tackle, and they have really good stuff. So the ones I would pick up is, if I had a little bit of stained water, would be the Colorado Willow Leaf nickel, it's chartreuse and white basically, or maybe this one right here, but specifically chrome colored blades is what I'm looking for. Clear water, I'm going to throw the Smoke Shad, and for that dingy or just about, just a little bit of color on the water, or white with Colorado, is I'm going to throw that, and I'm going to throw it really, really super shallow, and just hold on, man. It's really no trailer hook. The way I'm gonna work it is I may just pop the rod a little bit while I'm reeling it, just try to get those blades and that skirt to flash a little bit more, and fish really, really close to the shallows. That's it, man. Just hold on tight. So the next one I have never used. It just came in the mail. I'm really excited about it, and so it's kind of a bonus deal, but I know these things will work. This is the little baby bull shad. Now, they got a lot of glare coming out. Let me take it out of the package. But the little baby, Mike Buca's baby bull shad. And these are the mass-produced ones. I think they're sold by, well, I know they're sold by Carl's because that's where I got them from. But Carl's Bait and Tackle. But these things right here, I know a lot about Mike Buca. And yeah, these are mass-produced. These aren't like his handmade ones. But they are going to run true right out of the box. They're going to be good quality, and they're going to be very durable. And the reason I like this one is because it's small. And this size right here, it's just smaller baits like that I just get more bites and I catch more fish, and I even catch a lot of giants on them. But and the shad are about that size that are spawning around here. But that one's going to be absolutely, I don't know, I'm just kind of excited to fish it. So pretty cool. All right, the next one is going to be some type of a square bill. Now I like, and you know, since I'm fishing the shad spawn, I'm going to try to pick something that's close to a shad color. So I've got a couple of them right here. I got one more I want to show you. Crap, I just dropped one in. Woo, hope that doesn't hook down there. Sharp hooks. All right, so are these two right here. We're going to start off with this one. This is a Spro Little John. This is a color that came out just a couple of years ago. It's a kind of an OD green back with chrome sides, and I'm more interested in the chrome sides. And it only dives to about 3 feet deep, so it's really super shallow. Great little square bill, durable bill. And then the Scamp by 13 Fishing. This is their shad color, and I can't remember what they really call this color, but it's just a really, really pretty color. Let me see if I can get this thing to focus right. There we go. Just a real pretty color. It's got the carbon fiber bill, which is really durable, dives 1 to 3 feet deep, and it floats up really fast, so I can fish it really, really erratically. Show you the other color I would throw, something super clear that the bass really don't get a good look at. They just see it something moving in the water, and they hit it just to make sure that it's not a shad, and then you've caught them. But they float really fast, so you can work that shallow, heavy cover or that thicker cover, the boat docks and stuff like that, bump and stop them, and they'll rise really fast. So the Scamp should work really good for me this year. So the next one, I'm running shallow. I'm hitting laydowns. I'm hitting, like I said, boat docks and seawalls and all kinds of stuff that you can get snagged in real easy. Nothing can beat just a simple swim jig. And this is also a greenfish tackle swim jig. It's one I've been using for many, many years. But nice, good sharp hook. I use white is basically what I'm going to use with a swim jig this time of the year. But the key to this swim jig is the trailer. This is a Rage Menace trailer, okay? And what I do is I don't just put it on, it's basically a twin tail grub is what it is with a lot of kick to it. But my secret is pinch off one of those claws. So you just have one claw hanging off of there, okay? Now I'm going to rig this up and show you what it looks like when I do it. Okay, you're going to run it straight down the center. Pull it out. Push it up on the head just like that. And you're going to have that tail sitting just like this. So it's going to kick sideways as you're swimming that swim jig through the water. And that's kind of how I do it. A little long on that one, but I just pull it down just like this. It'll be just fine. Perfect. And you can see I've been beating this one up. It's already missing paint and things like that. I love these swim jigs. But that's really, really good, and that's a good little trick. A little compact bait. Looks about the size of the shad they're biting, and I catch a ton of them all year long on this one, but specifically the shad spawn is one of those times of the year when it really does shine. So the next one is kind of a spook kind of bait. This is a dual pitch. This is one of the smaller dual pitch from 13 Fishing, and it is, you know, really, really chrome. One thing they don't make that I wish they did is a clear, and I couldn't find I didn't want to pull any out of the new packages, but the other one I'll use this one, and I'll use a clear Super Spook Junior. The clear one is so they don't get a good look at it, but they strike at it, and they really, you know, it's one of those things where if they get too good of a look, they're not going to bite it because they know it's not natural. But this one, being that it's chrome, reflects a lot of light off of the sky and stuff like that, and it can have the same effect. But I love this one because it's loud, and they come from a long way to hit the dual pitch. And so, absolutely, these are great, man. But it's just fun. Topwater's a blast this time of the year. And finally, it's getting good. All right, so finally, we just got to cut a few more. These two, I wish I could do this automatically, but I don't. I got to hit a button to get the focus done. Lipless crankbaits thrown around the same kind of cover, but just out away from the cover. Usually if I'm fishing like seawalls that don't have any stick ups or any logs or limbs and things like that, maybe around boat docks, these really work good. One thing I when I am the most successful with these, and this is the Magic Man from 13 Fishing. I can't wait to fish this new color. It's chrome as chrome, but I'm usually throwing a blue back chrome or a black back chrome Strike King red eye shad. Now, what I do with these is I throw them all the way up as close to the bank as I can, 2-3 turns with the handle, and then stop and then turn again. The bass aren't far off of the bank. Those 2 or 3 turns, it's going to get those bass attention, and if you don't get bit on that drop, reel it back in and make another cast. And I just throw to the bank, 1, 2, kill it, and reel it back in. And I tell you, I have absolutely wrecked them doing that for years and years on lakes that have shad. Now, the one that gets the most attention, really, and it is, I just love it. It's the Whopper Plopper. Now, this one's in the color Monkey Butt. The Whopper Plopper is one of those things where, again, just like the Magic Man, it's really loud, or the lipless crankbait's really loud. It gets their attention. And one of those things where, dude, just get up in the shallows and throw it. This is when the plopper finally starts to shine during the year, and just a fun little bait to throw. And they absolutely try to rip the rod out of your hand when you're throwing it. But I don't have to mention too much about it. A lot of you guys have seen it. Those who haven't seen it, it's the River to Sea Whopper Plopper. Like I said, I'll put links down in the description to all of these things. This is just a fun deal. And again, a clearer color. It's not that I don't care about the pink or the blue or anything else that's in there. It's just a clear color, so they don't really get a super good look at it, especially if there's a little wind on the water. It works great. And then last but not least, I don't have it in my hand, but a shaky head. I don't know what it is about a black straight tail worm shaky head during the shad spawn. If they're not hitting anything that you've got, and you're running down the perfect bank, then you've seen shad spawning on it, and you haven't been able to catch them, throw a shaky head in there and work it about 10 feet out from the bank, and that's when you stop and reel it back in. And same thing, if you're on the bank, throw about 15 feet out into the water and bring it all the way to the shore. And oh my goodness, I don't know what that thing has saved so many days during that period of the year for me. I've won a ton of tournaments on Lake Oconee throwing a black shaky head trick worm during the shad spawn. It's just fun. Well, guys, those are my favorite baits for the shad spawn. I hope you enjoyed it. But like I always say, one more thing. Down in the description is an opportunity for you guys to win a fishing trip with me at I think it's the end of this month or the end of next month. I can't remember. End of next month. End of May. So go down, click the link, enter as many times as you can, and we're going to pick a winner. And literally, we're going to pay to get you here, put you up in a hotel, and let you fish with me out here on my local lake, my home lake. So, but like I always say, be sure to introduce somebody to fishing. Introduce them to my channel. Let me help you teach them how to fish. More importantly, get out on the water, go out and catch some fish, and have a great day. We'll see you.